Donald Trump just got a rude awakening as Europe and all of our NATO allies, for that matter, have erupted with fury after Donald Trump said that NATO and our allies in general did not sacrifice for the United States ever in the war in Afghanistan. Donald Trump gave an interview with Maria Bartiromo on state regime media, which calls itself Fox, and he repeated this. He parroted this with other hosts on state regime media. Donald Trump said that our NATO allies never sacrificed for us, that they just kind of pretended they were there, but never made the ultimate sacrifice. The way Donald Trump has referred to soldiers in the United States who have made the ultimate sacrifice or who have been injured as suckers and losers, Donald Trump just sent that same message to Europe, to our NATO allies, saying that if you were on the front lines fighting with the United States, in Trump's mind, you are a sucker and a loser, because Donald Trump doesn't even acknowledge the ultimate sacrifices that were made. And right now you have European families who lost loved ones fighting alongside the United States in Afghanistan. You have people who were injured and maimed doing the ultimate call when the United States is the only country that's ever invoked Article 5 of NATO. And all of our NATO allies rushed immediately to support the United States, only for Donald Trump to basically call them suckers and losers. There is fire and fury right now taking place across Europe. The reverberations are still being felt, and I don't even think that anyone here in the United States appreciates the ramifications for the utter disrespect that Donald Trump just demonstrated. And this is on top of Donald Trump's attacks on Greenland and saying we're going to invade it, and confusing Greenland with Iceland and just calling it a block of ice, and continuing to trash NATO. But this made a bad situation even worse. Let me show you what's been going down. You have a British politician, a Tory by the name, a member of parliament, Ben Obisi-Jekti. He says, and he served in war. Here's what he said. "We've never needed them. We have never asked them for anything. You know, they'll say they sent some troops to Afghanistan or this or that, and they did. They stayed a little back, a little off the front lines." He's like, how dare you, Donald? Ben Obisi-Jekti goes, the member of parliament from the UK goes, "I served in Afghanistan. I saw firsthand the sacrifices made by British soldiers. I served alongside where we suffered horrific casualties, as did U.S. Marines the following year. I don't believe U.S. military personnel share the view of Donald Trump. His words do them a disservice as our closest military allies. It's sad to see our nation's sacrifice and that of our NATO partners held so cheaply by the President of the United States." You have the leader of the Liberal Democrats, Ed Davey. He also writes, 457 British troops lost their lives in Afghanistan. Trump avoided military service 5 times. How dare he question their sacrifice? Farage and all others still fawning over Donald Trump should be absolutely ashamed about themselves. And as Jacob Krupa writes, "I don't think the U.S. administration appreciates the fury from across Europe in response to Trump's off the front lines comments. Angry doesn't even begin to correctly call it out." I'll show you over here. You have Al Carnes, the Armed Forces Minister,